Good morning, everybody. For our rosaries this month of November, we will offer them specially for the souls in purgatory. All right? Let us, everybody will please wave at everybody else in the screen. Good morning. Yeah, so that we know that everybody is alive. Thank you. We will pray the rosary the way the Blessed Mother prayed the rosary in Lourdes, holding the crucifix in making the sign of the cross. All right? In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. In the first luminous mystery, we try to reflect on the baptism of Jesus. It wasn't a baptism like our baptism, like he became a Christian. That's not the kind of baptism that Jesus had. But instead, it was kind of a commencement of his ministry, commencement of his mission, his purpose for coming into the world. We all have a purpose in this life. Not only the general purpose of human beings or the general purpose of being Christian, but within that purpose of being Christian, our own very personal purpose. In the same way that our our fingerprints are unique, each and every one of us has a personal vocation. That's why one of the biggest malice of abortion is all these people that have been aborted, they are unique. They are not repeatable. All the minds and all the talents and all the gifts that the world is deprived because of abortion. Because every person is totally unique. And the world is so much poorer by the millions. Because each and every one of us has a personal vocation that only we can do, that only we can accomplish. And on that depends the happiness of the world and our own personal happiness. The second mystery of the luminous mystery is when the Blessed Mother asks Jesus to save this married couple from kahihiyan by asking her son to turn water into wine, to provide them with wine. In this mystery, it has become very clear to the Blessed Mother and to us what is the personal mission of the Blessed Mother in this wedding at Cana. From that time on, her mission has become very clear, and that is to intervene for us. That is her personal mission. That is what gives her, in short, that is what gives her fulfillment. That is what gives her joy. That is what our personal vocation does to us when we discover it. The third mystery of light, we reflect on the ministry of Jesus in Galilee and in Judea. When you think of it, his ministry was only for 3 years. He died at 33. That means all the previous 30 years was a preparation for only 3 years. All the 30 years was a preparation for the accomplishment of his personal mission. That is not true. His personal mission started already the moment he was born. Everything is connected in this personal vocation, in this personal mission. When we discover our personal vocation, when we look at our past, it becomes clear. Oh, kaya pala. Because it was a preparation for the personal mission. And then so, whatever is happening to us in the present, it's okay. Because it has a purpose. It is in fulfillment of the personal mission. And the future is clear to us already. We might not know the details of that future. We might not know the details of that future. But when we know our personal vocation, the general outline of that becomes clear to us. You know, one time I was assisting a man at the moment of his death. And he told me, Father, well, death kasi is like a dead end. The moment of death is like a dead end. He was telling to me, of course, it can be full of regrets, full of regrets. And that was what kind of spurred me to try to find out. Because he said, Father, if only I knew what was my purpose in life, my personal purpose in life, I wouldn't have wasted so much time. When we discover our personal vocation, the past becomes, meaningful. The future becomes clear. The present becomes clear. The fourth luminous mystery, Jesus is transfigured on Mount Tabor, meaning he revealed who he really was, who he really is, the Son of God in all his glory, just before the scandal of the crucifixion. When we discover our personal vocation, every time we look at the past, there is no regret. Every one of that has a place. Every one that has happened to us in the past has a purpose. So we look back when we know our personal vocation, kaya pala, our hurts heal. There are no regrets. When we discover our personal vocation, our future, there is no fear. No fear. What's going to be? What's going to happen? How will this all become? It is in line with our personal vocation. Our past is healed, no regrets. Our future, no fears. And our present, there is no confusion. So that in the present, the impossible becomes possible. The unbearable becomes bearable. The undoable becomes doable because it has a purpose. In the fifth and last luminous mystery, Jesus institutes the Holy Eucharist in order that he may continue his personal mission among us, which is his presence. Even after he rose from the dead, his personal mission of salvation continues with us. The big question is, of course, how do I discover my personal mission? Well, you see, our personal mission is not something it's like you dig, and then you discover it. You have to work very hard in trying to think and trying to meditate about it. It doesn't work like that. Our personal mission is revealed to us, is given to us when we are ready for it. Jesus, 30 years, preparing himself for this personal mission. And once we are, we do many things while we are alive. Some of them make us happy. Some of them do not make us happy. They might even be good things and they don't make us happy. When we discover our personal mission, it makes us happy all the time. So it is not something that, the knowledge of our personal mission is not something we work for. It is given to us. We prepare ourselves for it by prayerful discernment. Pray for it. Ask God for it. So that, heaven is not meant to be enjoyed after we die. We can enjoy that fulfillment even now, doing our personal mission. We have from this batch 62 of San Beda, we have somebody who will share with us something on the Blessed Mother.
Yes, Father. I was asked to share, and I could not refuse, because I always take it as a sign every time this happens that somehow the Lord and Mama Mary is helping me. So I would like to share this very private experience I had.
So could you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Tom Apasible. And
You don't
I
have to
also
say your age.
my batch, yeah, with elementary 58 and also high school 62. And I just want to share with you and everybody else, Father, that my very unique experience with Our Lady, no, my own way. Many things, even when I was young, so many signs, as you were saying, that leads you to a path that says this is the way to salvation, but somehow you forget it along the way, and then you are reminded again. And I distinctly remember when 1987, 88, when I was the head of branches of TBP all over the Philippines. Since I was still a bachelor, I would go every weekend with my boss, Dr. Stanislao, to visit the branches because this was a critical period in our recovery for the economy. And then there was a request coming from somebody that I just heard that Mother Teresa of Calcutta was here in the Philippines. And they could not find a way for her to get to Bicol to visit the nuns there for the inauguration of the orphanage that they were taking care of. So when I heard about this, I said, well, I've been scheduled to go to Bicol and the plane can accommodate 8 people. I only travel alone and I don't even have anybody with me. So I said, you can be my special guest. Please tell Mother Teresa. I didn't even know who she was really. I just wanted to help. And lo and behold, the hangar, just before takeoff, there were 3 nuns there. One of them was Mother Teresa. She was very, very short, but she was smiling and then she reminded me of my grandmother. She looked like my grandmother. And she said, thank you for finding a way for us to get to Bicol. So all the way going to Bicol on the plane, we were seated together. And then as soon as the plane took off, she wanted to say the rosary. And without even asking me, she just held my hand, gave me a rosary, and I started praying with her all the way up to Bicol. And then when we landed, she just gave me so many rosaries and medals and told me that she will always remember me in her prayers. And afterwards, I told them that Mother Teresa was in Bicol. Everybody said, my God, you were so lucky. She's a living saint. And so from that time on, I became a devotee of Mother Teresa. But after that, I almost forgot about it, although it's really embedded in my mind. Then I became a candidate for congressman in 2010. I was forced to run, and I did not really have a chance, I think. I was just doing it for the candidates in the national to help Pinoy. And in the opening salvo for the campaign, we had a mass at Our Lady of Kaysasay in Taal, Batangas. And lo and behold, the one saying the mass was Father Suarez, who was also from Taal, from Botong. And when I saw him, I said, this guy is something about him. And I didn't also know about his healing powers, his miraculous way of healing. And then somewhere along the sermon, he mentioned, like a parable, that it is a critical moment because of elections. So please vote for the candidate who does not keep his armpits closed. And I didn't understand what he said. And then he said, because the one who always has it open means he's always giving. The one who keeps it closed is not giving. So please vote for the candidate who will be open. And then I was raising my hand to him. I said, I think that candidate has an open armpit. So I don't know his name, but maybe you should vote for it. And lo and behold, after that, I won. And I promised, by the way, when I was there, if I win, I will do everything I can to express my gratitude and to help people, not only materially, but also spiritually. So I forgot again about this, but sometime in 2012, and it was December 8th, I was there back in Taal, but not really to go to Kaysasay. There is only usual annual fluvial procession in the river, in the boundary of Lemery and Taal. And this is a very unique procession. It's fluvial. People are pushing the image of Our Lady, okay, Sasay, and with their feet, it's as if they were the paddles. They were the ones doing the movement for the. And I went there to express my regrets to the Hermana Mayor in Kaysasay to say that I cannot attend the fluvial procession because I'm needed in Manila for a very important meeting about the voting for the reproductive health bill on Monday. That was a Saturday, December 8th. And when the Hermana Mayor saw me, he said, I'm sorry, Congressman, but you cannot go to your meeting. And I said, why? Because I've been praying to the mother, or Mama Mary, who will be the one to carry the image during the fluvial procession. And of course, the mayor was supposed to be the one if nobody else would do it. And when he saw me arriving, I didn't even know her. She said, who's that guy? And he said, that's our new congressman. And I said, that's the guy that I've been waiting for. So I had no choice. I had to go with the fluvial procession, which lasted for 3 hours. During the procession, I was holding up the image of Our Lady. And you know what was the beating about in Manila? I was supposed to help convince a lot of congressmen to vote for the reproductive health bill on Monday because they were waiting for my advice. And so because of that, I had to just tell them that I'm sorry for missing the meeting. And they were saying, okay, it's all right. So we'll just go and vote. That's how we want them. I said, just vote with your conscience. And during the voting, it's a good thing I was first because Apasible is first of Batangas. So I said, I'm sorry, but I know a lot of people are expecting me to vote for the bill because he's supposed to bring in about $400 million to the country as a grant from the United States if he passes reproductive health bill. But more than the money, I think, is something happened to me. I did not describe anymore what happened that weekend. But I have to vote no because now I realize that the spiritual needs of our people are more important than the material needs. So I have to vote no, and I dedicate my vote to Our Lady of Kaysasay, the Immaculate Conception. So these are the things that up to now I really treasure because it shows that at critical moments in your life, somehow God is always there. If you only open your hearts to her, she will pray for you. She will intercede for you to God to help you. And so I'm really dedicated to Mama Mary. I love her so much. And all of us should pray to her to intercede for us. So with that, Father, I would like to express my thanks for this rosary group that you have initiated. And I hope all my classmates and everybody listening in will share this dedication to Our Lady for the rest of our lives so that we can all get to heaven. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much for that inspiring message. Thank you so much. Our Blessed Mother is really always present and always active. How lucky you are to be beside Mother Teresa all that long trip. My goodness. You can say that you have met face to face with a saint. Now she's
I don't even have a picture of that. I don't think you don't even have a rosary because everybody got it from me. And I that's why I'm telling you, all the more it became more unique and something blessed because I did not know who really she was at the time.
All you knew was she looked like your grandmother.
Yes, exactly. Really, I'm not kidding.
Well, anyway, did you know that the rosaries Mother Teresa was giving away, they were doing miracles?
I guess so, because a lot of people told me afterwards they were thanking me for the rosaries.
They were passing on, they passed on these rosaries to so many people. It's very, very precious. Well,
yes, Father. My mother, I gave one, and when she was dying of cancer, I saw her clutching it, and I was kind of, surprised that she wasn't shouting because it was really painful. It seems that every time she touches her body with a rosary, somehow the pain disappears. So it's really miraculous.
you don't. Are you sure you don't have any more rosaries for sale?
Yun lang nga, Father. Sabi ko nga talaga nga naman. Pero I'm glad I gave it all the way.
Yes,
that's
of
the
course.
idea. Yes.
That means other people needed it so much. Thank you so much, sir, for this sharing. We should continue with the litany, the different titles of the Blessed Mother for which she is known, and most especially for which she intercedes for us.